Let's talk about sunflowers today. So, not everybody knows how sunflowers grow and what their life cycle is and what have you. I know I sure didn't when we first moved to the farm. It's been a really cool journey to watch. It's such an amazing plant, actually. So, let's go and check it out.
So these two are packets of seeds that are harvested from the last sunflowers that I grew. And then these ones here are called Titan. So these are like giant sunflowers. So I'm going to be planting these today so we can see how they turn out. So all I really do, they are really pretty idiot proof to grow. I prepped a bed here this morning, pulled out all the weeds and whatever. You just make a little trench like this and start kind of dropping them in however far apart. And then you just cover them lightly, with sand like this. And then you water them. And then you wait. And then they'll start to grow. And when they start to grow, they'll look like this. So here's one that's about a half a meter tall already. So it gets these gorgeous big leaves on it. And then it starts to make a little bud like that in the middle. And then that grows up. And when they're small, before that thing grows up. So in here, I've got all kinds of random seeds. And some of these are actually sunflowers, but I can't recognize them yet. So I can't show you when they're little. But after they've formed their little seed head, like that, then they make an actual flower like this. See, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So what happens now is that these petals here in the middle, these are the things that eventually turn into seeds. So it's lovely to watch them actually grow and do their thing. So there's some here that are in different stages. Mind insect. This one's finished flowering. And now you'll see it's still got some of the leaves, the petals in the middle here. But if I zoom in, you'll see underneath there that the seeds are starting to form. So those are the sunflower seeds that you're going to harvest it. But this is not ready yet, so I would leave this one for a little bit. So here's some more that are still busy making buds. These are still to open. That one too. And a teeny one here. And then when they finish flowering, they'll look like this. So here's one that's done. And they kind of like fall over. And look at that. All the petals are off now. And it's just a perfect head of seeds. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So these now are all ready. So now you're going to clip off. And then you can just wipe off the remaining bits of seeds. And now we're going to cut off the seed head here, and then we're going to harvest the seeds. So let me try and get my secateurs out at the same time. I'm doing this with one hand, so I'm not going to be able to catch the flower head. So sorry, plant. So you just nip it off like that. And now it's ready to harvest. Look how cool it is. Such a cool plant. It's got all this gorgeous life cycle in it. It's amazing. So let's go pull some seeds out. Okay, so this seed head is still a little bit green. I should have left it a bit longer actually. The outside will go completely dry. So the seeds in here are still pretty small, so I can just leave them a bit longer. And then you're just going to peel back the layers like this, and then just start scraping the seeds out. And they'll just come out in your hands like this. And then you will have seeds. So you can see these are still smaller. I really should have left it, but I've got lots of these, so I'll have a sacrificial one. It's okay. And then they're good to go. You can plant them again. You can feed them to your chickens. The birds love these seed heads. So if you leave them on and they all fall over, that doesn't matter. The pigeons and the doves and all those types of things love to sit on them and then pick all the seed heads out. So, luckily they make thousands of seeds, So, I mean, this one little seed like this is going to make, 3,000 seeds in here? I tried to count them once. I think there are about 3,000 in a head. So, it's massively abundant. So leave some for the birds and then take some for yourself. And they sow really easily. I mean, I just basically like throw bits around. Actually, I sometimes don't even plant them properly and they still come up. And you get all different kinds of sunflowers. You even get red ones, you get big ones and smaller ones, but they really are a very, very cool plant. And I think every homestead should have one, or 50. Happy planting. And they are very shallow rooted, so they're very easy to pull out when they're finished. I mean, the roots literally only go this deep, so they will fall over then in really, really strong winds. And they're also not too fussy about soil, I've found. I mean, I've thrown them in random places around the farm and they've come up totally fine, you know, and they actually do help the soil anyway. So I think they're a good kind of pioneer plant to have, you know. Okay, and when they're completely dead then they're going to look like this. So now you'll see now how easy it is to pull them out. Do you see? Very tiny roots. So these seed heads now are 100% ready to actually pull out. Like I said, the other one that I took out was maybe a little bit green still. There's another one in here. Let's get them both. Now here's another one here. And we just gentle tug and out it comes and you're good to go. So this is a lovely batch of new seeds ready to go, and they will fill up lots of beds. So they're annuals, so they only grow once up to this stage, and then you pull them out, and then that's it. So there's their, like I said, there's their roots, and then you just plant new ones. And because they make so many seeds, it's not a big deal. Pull them out, start again. They grow super quick and they are beautiful. And do they follow the sun? Yes, they do. It's really kind of cool to watch. So just on that thing, so because they do follow the sun around, if you want to see them in the afternoons, so let's say the sun is facing this way, they're going to turn this way to look at the sun, then you must make sure that your house and your windows are here looking out that way so that you can see them. Otherwise, they're going to be facing like this and you're going to be looking in this direction and you're only going to see their bums. So just, you know, plan them nicely so that you can see them optimally most times of the day. And then these dry babies now, when they're ready like this, then you just, again, cut them off here. And then you start peeling them off. And these things can be a little bit sharp, so it gets a bit brutal on your fingers. You see it's got like leftover petals on them, so you just scrape that off. And then put this where the camera can see it. Now I'm sure there must be easier ways of doing this. I haven't found one yet, but like I said, you just start doing this. And they will all come out. Okay, so you can see these are a bit bigger. I'm trying to show you in the camera. These are a bit bigger than the other ones that I pulled out from here, because this one wasn't quite ready yet. So you can see now it makes a gigantic mess. So the seeds do go all over the show. So what that means is, do this in a place where you can spread out and work, because especially when you've got 20 or 30 of these things, it takes a lot of space to process all of them. And you can see that some are bigger and some are smaller. You know, so it's your soil type and how long you leave them on, and a whole bunch of other things will kind of, and the type that you buy is going to affect the type of sunflowers that you get. But because they make so many seeds so quickly, I would also stagger the planting so that you don't have to harvest a million seed heads at once, because your fingers are going to be raw after that. So just spread them out throughout the year and they'll be fine. You'll know your sunflowers need water when the leaves start to hang like this. So they're looking all pretty sad and like forlorn. Just give them a bit of water and it'll perk up straight away. Plant them in full sun and enjoy your sunflowers. And then I took so long to make this video that the Titan seeds that I planted have already started to sprout. So only 2 have come up, but I only need 2. These 2 will make 6,000 seeds. So grow, babies, grow.